please excuse my nappy ponytail. Yo, what's up everybody? I hope everybody is having an awesome day today. It's your girl Asia and I am back with another YouTube video. So this video is going to be my labor and delivery story of my baby girl Nina. So if you have not seen my labor and delivery story with Gabrielle 3 years ago on my YouTube channel, I will link it down below so that you guys can see it. But basically with her, I was induced. Everything was really streamlined. Boop, boop, boop. Everything was really fast. She was out quick, fast, in a hurry. With Nina, I went into labor July 3rd. Her due date was July 4th. So with Gabrielle, I carried to term and was induced on her due date. With Nina, she was born 1 day before her due date. I kind of just thought it was Braxton Hicks contractions because I have been having a lot of Braxton Hicks contractions. I thought it was just that, nothing to worry about. So I was kind of like pushing through it for like at least 2 hours. So by the time it got around like 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, okay, these contractions are not leaving. Normally I can sleep through Braxton Hicks contractions, or I would go to sleep and they would go away. So the fact that they weren't going away and that I could feel them in my sleep, literally, I was like, okay, I think these might be the real thing. So long story short, I was in labor. So I was like, no, I gotta go to the hospital. I'm in pain. I can't do this. Ugh. So my fiance Chris, he works at a warehouse and they have like really strict rules there. So and they have what's called paternity leave for dad. So he had to go to his job really early before he came to the hospital to make sure that he got everything squared away with his leave. So I had to drive myself to the hospital at like 6 o'clock in the morning. I had Gabby in the back seat with me, and like I'm just like, I'm just like trying to like get there. Like, the hospital is literally like 30 minutes away, and I'm just trying to get there and be as safe as possible. So Chris's mom met me at the hospital to pick up Gabrielle, and I was able to go in like that. So when I tell you that this hospital was just very different from the one that I delivered Gabrielle in, because I just felt like cattle, if that makes sense. I just feel like maybe they see so many pregnant women so much that it's kind of just becomes a part of the wall. Like it's not like I'm not a person, like I'm not just another pregnant girl, just another pregnant lady, blah blah blah. If you hear her talking, that's Nina, by the way. I'm in the first room and I'm just like contracting really bad. I'm hurting really bad. She has me hooked up to the thing. I can see my contractions going. She measures me. She says I'm 3 centimeters dilated. So she was like, well, I want you to walk for about 2 hours. Bitch, 2 hours? You want me to walk up and down this hallway for 2 hours while I'm in like excruciating pain? Like, thank God it was shift change, because that bitch, I was like, oh no, she can't be my nurse, because I've been cussed this bitch out. It's like she did not want to be there. Like, bitch, I get it. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. So I get it. I understand the fact that you do not want to be here. However, bitch, I'm a motherfucking customer / patient. And I need you to be a little patient with me, because I'm in pain right now. Like, I'm about to bring a whole life into this world. Like, I need you to, like, you know, have a little bit of couth about yourself. So thank God it was shift change. Get that old bitch out of here. And I had moved up to 4.5 inches dilated, and then they were like, okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and move you upstairs because you are making progress, so the baby is coming. Bitch, I know the baby's coming. And let me tell you this. So I'm sitting here, so the first nurse, right? So I was like asking her, I was like, so when my fiance gets here, can he just bring our bags inside? Or how does it exactly work? And then she was like, well, first we gotta see if we even gonna admit you, because just because you having contractions don't mean you in labor. Then bitch, what it mean then? Bad vibes. Bad vibes. Boom, we get to the next room. I'm still in pain, so then they're giving me the stuff in my IV. It makes you all woozy and dizzy, makes your legs heavy. I love that stuff. Like, I love that stuff. It helps you go to sleep. Like, you can still feel the contractions pretty bad through it, but it really helps you like ease through it. Like, it really does. Fast forward the boring part, basically just going in, you know, in and out of contractions. Just I'm on the phone with my mom. She's trying to talk me through it. I end up getting the epidural, which I don't think worked, as a matter of fact. And that epidural experience was very different than the epidural experience that I had with Gabby. Like, for an example, with Gabby, it was like a long metal rod, like, up my back. And when she pulled it out, like, I was like, oh shit, like, that was in my back. Like, that's the epidural. It was like a long rod, and I had like a button that I could push. Anytime I felt like I was getting in pain, I could press the button, it would emit the medicine. With this, it was like a little tube. It was like a little tube, and something was like dripping down into it, and it was just like a steady flow of medicine. Like, I didn't have a button I could push. So very different. So fast forward to me pushing, because this is where it kind of gets a little like nutty. So my nurse was a good nurse. Like, the entire time she was very attentive. Like, she brought me a whole bunch of goddamn graham crackers, apple juice. Around the time it came to push, she had put me in this like weird position, and it was like on my side, and she had me like raise my left leg, and she angled the bed to where I was kind of like almost standing, and she was like, okay, call me when it's time to push. Bitch, call you when it's time to push. Where are you going? I start to feel some pressure. I call her. I'm like, hey, I think it's time to push. We do a test push. And she's like, okay, no, not yet. I'm gonna put you in the same position, and then, just call me whenever you feel like it's time. Where do you keep leaving to? Like, where do you keep going? Like, now is not the time for you to be taking snack breaks and bathroom breaks and all types of stuff of like that nature. No, I need you to be here with me right now, because I'm about to have this baby. I'm like, oh my God, like, where is the remote? Like, me and Chris are like trying to find the remote. I'm like, the baby is coming. Like, it is coming. I feel it. Like, I feel her. Like, she is coming. And like, I'm trying not to push. Like, because she told me, don't push when we're not in here. So I'm trying my hardest not to push, but this baby is coming. It's not like I can hold it in or anything. It gets to the point where it's like, I can like feel her coming out, and I'm like screaming in pain. Like, I'm like, oh my God, like, the baby is coming. Like, where is my nurse? Like, I'm going off, like, because we can't find like the little remote to call the nurse. Like, I'm in so much pain, I'm not looking for it. Like, I'm not even really looking for it. And my fiance is blind as a damn bat, so he's looking for it, but probably can't see it because it's white, it's blending in with the bed. It's probably wrapped up in the bed sheets. Like, it's just a lot. So then she comes in, and she's like, oh, why didn't you call me? I thought I heard you screaming. Bitch, why did you leave? Where did you go? I'm like, no, the baby's coming, the baby's coming. She's like, okay, I'm going to go get the doctor. We'll be right back. I said, oh my God, this bitch is leaving again. Like, what is wrong with her? So, boom. The doctor comes in, 2 extra nurses come in, and the nurse I've been dealing with the whole time decides to come in, and they are taking 5 ever to get their shit on. Like, the little robe, the hairnet, the goddamn gloves, they're taking 5 ever. And I'm begging at this point. I'm like, please, come on, please. Like, because they're telling me, don't push. Because I'm like, I gotta push, I gotta get her out. They're like, no, don't push. Like, we're coming. Let me get my stuff on. We're coming. Y'all, like, I'm about to cuss everybody out. So the first push I did, like, by the time they got there, her head was, like, coming out. So, like, they were like, oh, let's get her in position. Oh, she's right there. I literally got her out in 2 pushes. Like, I got her out in 5 minutes. Like, 2 really good pushes, and she was out. Like, I pretty much had the baby by myself. And I'm telling this story to say that I've seen a lot of people and a lot of stories, and I've seen a lot of posts, and it is true that hospitals really so much don't care about Black women. And it sucks, and it's sad, and it's sorry AF. Like, I don't really go to the hospital. I'm a fairly healthy person. I've never broken a bone. I'm rarely ever sick. When I am sick, I'm sick as a dog. But I can weather the storm with like NyQuil or something like that. I'm not really a sick person, so I don't really go to the doctor or to the hospital because there's rarely ever a time where I really need to go. Plus, them bills be high. But with this situation, you know what I'm saying, I just felt like cattle. Like, I just felt like I really wasn't giving a damn about. I felt like nobody really cared for real. Nobody cared to kind of like cater me through the situation, because it's a very, having a baby is a very serious, scary, and wonderful situation. You know what I mean? Like, you're about to bring a life into this world. And let me get her, because she is like going off. Hold on. Can you give him a smile? Can you say hey? And that was like a really scary situation for me, because my mother was actually telling me a story about how a friend of hers was in labor, about to give birth, and her baby actually got stuck in her birth canal. And the doctor was like, you know, don't push, you know, it's fine, like, he'll make his way out. And she was like, it's fine, he'll make his way out, like, you know. But the baby was ready to breathe. He was breathing. And with him being stuck there, he was cut off from oxygen. So with his brain being cut off from oxygen, he ended up being a special needs child. Otherwise, you know, he would have been completely normal. And that was just carelessness of the hospital staff. They were just like, oh, it's fine, like, it'll be fine. You know what I mean? It just didn't make me feel good at all. And it just made me feel like, you know, like, nobody had my back. Like, nobody was looking out for me. Nobody cared. I'm only there with, you know, my fiance. There's only so much he can do. It's not like he can, which, I mean, he can just help me deliver the baby. But, you know, we came to the hospital for a reason. Otherwise, you know, we would have stayed home. So I just wanted to tell that story to just, you know, don't be afraid to stick up for yourself. Don't be afraid to talk. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to, you know, because I know that we can all feel kind of vulnerable. We don't want to be a nuisance because they have so many people on that wing already, or whatever the case may be, and they're already tending to X amount of people, so you don't want to be that patient. Like, no, I mean, definitely ask questions. Definitely, you know, I ask questions. If you're doing something with my body and something's going on, I was definitely asking questions. But when it came to her, like, leaving during, like, the most critical time, that was just, like, really scary for me, and I just didn't appreciate it at all. I was thankful that I was able to get her out, that my baby was healthy. I was a little afraid because when Nina was born, she had like really purple lips. Like, they were like black and purple, which made me feel like, oh my God, was she deprived from oxygen? Like, was she not breathing? Like, what was going on? You know what I mean? But, you know, she's perfectly healthy. She has her 2-month checkup tomorrow, actually. And Gabrielle actually has a doctor's appointment then too. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video and say hey to Nina, my little poo. And I'm gonna wrap this up. So like I said, I have been gearing up for videos, you guys. I have not forgotten. I don't have anything else to do. Like I said, I'm not working right now due to COVID, so I have some stuff coming, some unboxings. I have so many packages so that I can do a haul on the way. I want to do, me and Chris are supposed to be going on a vacation for his birthday next month, so I definitely want to vlog that and have that. I have some subscriptions like BoxyCharm and Ipsy that I've recently subscribed to, so that I can go ahead and have unboxings every month and, you know, show you guys how I like my products. I've been doing my makeup more, so this was more of like a metallic, hot pink kind of look. You know, just something fun for me to do. And please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.